Lastly, our tradition in the middle school is to select a class speaker who has not received one of our major awards, but demonstrates some of those same important qualities we have just spoken about. Kind and supportive of his peers, Aidan Harris has shown leadership, warmth, generosity, and a timely sense of humor. He can sense when a classmate needs cheering up, sometimes I think he can sense when I need cheering up. He has his finger on the pulse of the class and is always willing to pitch in when needed. Aidan understands the ethos of our Hun community and strives to live it in his daily interactions with classmates, faculty, and staff. He's the one who is quick to offer a thank you to the dining hall staff or to offer a cheer or handshake when one of his friends or classmates succeeds at something. Aidan is going to speak for the class of 2027.
Good morning, Mr. Brome, Mr. Weinstein, Ms. McNulty, distinguished guests, teachers, fellow classmates, and all of our friends and family. Welcome to the 2023 middle school closing exercises. Thank you to everyone here today celebrating my great class of 2027. For those of you who do not know me, I am Aidan Harris and have the honor to address everyone here on behalf of my fellow classmates. I have been in the Hun School since 6th grade, and throughout my last 3 years, I have learned what it truly means to be a Hun student. When I reached out to Mr. Weinstein in order to get a sense of the parameters of this speech, he suggested the following: that I talk about growth, friendships, and lessons learned from the middle school. So I'll do just that, but before I do, there's one person that I'd like to point out. This person is our valedictorian, Sana Shah. Sana came to Hun in 7th grade, and ever since has been a perfect example of the well-balanced student that the middle school promotes, as she manages to keep great grades while also being a friend to everyone and finding success on middle school sports teams. So congratulations, Sana, on being valedictorian. Three years ago, I'm not sure I would have imagined that I would be up on this stage speaking to all of my fellow classmates and their families. Honestly, 3 years ago, I was just finding ways to connect with all my friends behind the masks and separated COVID cohorts of Honorum and Scientium. I was so happy that 6th grade year to return from spring break and have the entire middle school in the same building at once. The energy that we created late that spring just continued into our 7th and 8th grade years. Our class has had fun together, from sports competitions to dances to rad days and even last week's Hershey trip. It has all been one epic journey. Not always perfect, as we have navigated times of embarrassment and frustration. But even in less than stellar days, we always come back to the Hun way and the foundation we learned as middle schoolers. We remember to always lead with kindness, which arguably could be sometimes the most challenging lesson of all, even harder than Ms. Noose's history classes. I hope that you would all agree that we've appreciated these valuable lessons in humility, forgiveness, and self-awareness. Now I'd like to share with you all what I think a Hun student is. A Hun student is someone who is not afraid to stand up for what they believe in and does the right thing even when nobody is watching. Whether that be inviting someone who has nowhere to sit at lunch to join you, making someone feel better about themselves if they are sad or down, or just simply being a good friend who treats everyone with respect. These are actions that all 123 students in the middle school emulate with one another each and every day. In Hun Middle School, I played basketball, and one thing that I have learned from the start of my athletics journey is the fact that there can be a balance between academics and athletics. For those non-athletes here today, I'm sure you could say the same thing about your other extracurricular experiences at Hun, teaching you just as much as your lessons in the classroom, lessons of teamwork, communication, and humility. Another thing I've witnessed during my time here at Hun is that the middle school faculty are awesome. They are always making sure someone is available. There's always been a teacher available to help, whether it be Miss Skelly lending a room to students and creating extra practice word problems the morning of a test to ensure that all of her students are prepared for their test, or Dr. Talboy holding many Latin classes during study support on days leading up to a test to help students who are struggling with the information, or Mr. C always being more than willing to look over an essay, reading quiz, or no red ink assignment and give students the opportunity to fix incorrect answers for points back, or Miss Noose getting to school at the crack of dawn so that if anyone needed help with a DBQ, research paper, or area value map, they would have more than enough time to work on it with her. I would also be remiss if I did not mention Miss Anderson, our former math teacher and assistant middle school head, who would always leave her door open so that my friends and I could use it as a hangout space in the morning, which was quite the accommodation considering the fact that we could be a bit rowdy. Every middle school teacher at Hun, including those that I did not specifically mention, will always have a place in my heart for making my experience better and a lot less stressful and complicated. The Hun Middle School provides great opportunities to meet new students and make new friends through a unique program called the Hun Way. It does this by having students participate in group activities that are designed to help us connect with one another. I can confirm that the Hun Way does successfully help build relationships, as each year it has helped me to make new connections. Without a unique program like this, I may never have made the friends with the people I am so close to now: Gideon, Herschel, Sawyer, and Ryan. If I did not connect with them, then my experience in middle school might have been completely altered it may have been completely altered, as we have been able to create so many memories in the short time that we have known one another. Finally, the middle school allowed me to make new friends through the athletic program. I've been fortunate to become friends with students from the 6th and 7th grade because of the baseball and basketball teams at Hun. I do believe that without these extracurricular opportunities, I would not have been able to forge friendships, nor would I hang out with those younger than me. We are a community built on different backgrounds. We don't have a common profile of students, but the one thing that does link us all is the fact that we are all a part of this extraordinary school community. From teachers to custodians to dining hall staff, we appreciate every person who exists here at Hun because we know that our school is the greatest and they help to make it that way for us. As I look back over these past 3 years, all of the people and things that I have previously mentioned, and so much more that I did not have time to touch upon, have helped me become the person I am, and it's the reason that I believe the faculty chose me to speak in front of all of you today. To my 8th grade classmates that will no longer be with us this fall, I wish you all success in your high school journeys. And to my 8th grade returning classmates, today we wrap up our number of lasts as middle schoolers, and we prepare for our series of firsts as a new chapter will soon begin for our Hun class of 2027. I am confident you will all join me this upcoming fall as we will welcome into the Hun family our newest classmates. In the meantime, let's make the best of the months ahead before our high school chapter begins. And to the classes of 2028 and 2029, just remember that the newest middle schoolers will look to you for leadership and guidance, so do just that and set the tone by being good to one another. By doing that, you are bound to have another incredible year ahead. I'm excited for what awaits and hope you are too. Go Raiders.